To be a minimalist you must live with less than 100 things, and you can't own a car or a home or a TV, and you can't have a career, and you have to be able to live in exotic places all over the world, and you have to write a blog, and you can't have any children. And you have to be a young white male from a privileged background. Okay, we're joking. Obviously. But people who often dismiss minimalism as some sort of fad or trend usually mention some of the above restrictions as to why they could never be a minimalist. The truth is that minimalism isn't about any of those things, but it can help you accomplish all of that stuff if you'd like to. Well, except minimalism can't help you become a young white male if you aren't one. But who gives a shit what color your skin is anyway? If you desire to live with less than 100 things or not own a car or to travel all over the world without fear, minimalism can help. But that's not the point. The point is that minimalism is a tool to help you achieve freedom. Freedom from fear, freedom from worry, freedom from overwhelm, freedom from guilt, freedom from depression, freedom from enslavement. Freedom. It is, however, okay to own a car or own a house or have children or have a career. If these things are necessary to you, then that's okay. There are tons of successful minimalists who do some or all of these things. Leo Babauta has a family and 6 children and writes one of the most impactful websites in the world, and Joshua Becker has a career he enjoys and a family he loves and a house and a car in Vermont. Conversely, Colin Wright owns 51 things and travels all over the world. Everett Bogue writes a blog and lives in San Francisco and Chicago and Seattle, and wherever else he wants to live, without a job, and Tammy Strobel is completely car-free. All of these people are minimalists even though they are vastly different. So how can they all be so different and yet still be minimalists? That brings us back to our original question, what is minimalism? Minimalism is a tool to achieve fulfillment in life. It is a tool to achieve happiness. Which is, let's face it, what we are all looking for. We all want to be happy. Minimalism can help. There are no rules in minimalism. Rather, minimalism is simply about stripping away the unnecessary things in your life so you can focus on what's important. We believe that there are 4 important areas in everyone's lives: your health, your relationships, your mission, and your passions. Typically these things overlap, and we realize what's important to us may not be important to you. Minimalism has helped us in several ways, including reclaiming our time, ridding ourselves of excess stuff, enjoying our lives, discovering meaning in our lives, living in the moment, focusing on what's important, pursuing our passions, finding happiness, doing anything we want to do, finding our missions, experiencing freedom, creating more, consuming less. How has minimalism helped us with these things? Well, minimalism is a lifestyle choice. Minimalists choose to get rid of the unnecessary in favor of what's important. But their level of specificity is up to you. Minimalists search for happiness not through things, but through life itself. Thus, it's up to you to determine what is necessary and what is superfluous in your life. Through these essays we intend to give you some ideas of how to determine these things and how to achieve a minimalist lifestyle without having to succumb to some sort of strict code or set of rules. A word of warning though, it isn't easy to take the first few steps, but the journey gets much easier and more rewarding the further you go. The first steps into minimalism often take some radical changes in mindset, actions, and habits. So, if we had to sum it up in one sentence, we would say, minimalism is a tool to get rid of superfluous excess in favor of focusing on what's important in life so you can find happiness, fulfillment, and freedom.